Yeah, hello, my dear people. It's so good to be here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, I appreciate you. And don't forget, this is Saffron Media, and we are here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics. And of course, we know that the President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday signed into bill the PIB, and there's been a lot of outcry why he had to do that, especially at a time where Nigeria is in serious pain and Nigerians are not even able to afford meals or even go by with 3 square meals in a day. Things have been pretty difficult for Nigerians, and they're just wondering why a time like this, why would the president decide to pass the petroleum industry bill at this point in time, that this is not the right time. He would have done that perhaps maybe later when things are a bit balanced in Nigeria, but not now. And now both OPEC, Pandef, and others have reacted to the president signing the PIB into law. And of course, you know that it's not going to be an easy ride. Anyway, I'll bring you more details about this, but please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, like, and also share this video. All right, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. Yes, amidst growing concerns and rejection by civil society organizations and social-cultural groups on some provisions in the Petroleum Industry Bill (PIB) as passed by the National Assembly, President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday signed the PIB 2021 into law. Femi Adesina, special advisor to the president's media and publicity, disclosed in a statement on Monday that working from home in 5 days quarantine was required by the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 after his return from London on Friday. The president assented to the bill in his determination to fulfill his constitutional duty. The statement said the ceremonial part of the new legislation will be done tomorrow, which is Tuesday, after the days of mandatory isolation would have been fulfilled. The Petroleum Industry Act provides legal, governance, regulatory and fiscal framework for the Nigerian petroleum industry, the development of host communities and related matters. The Senate had passed the bill on July 15, while the House of Representatives did the same on July 16, thus ending a long wait since 2000 and notching another high for Buhari's administration. Nigerian Tribune checks reveal that the report submitted by Joint Committee on Downstream Petroleum Sector, Petroleum Resources Upstream and Gas, led by Senator Sabo Mohammed Nakudu, was embroiled in crisis owing to certain contentious promotions. One of the areas of contention was the 5% of the actual annual operating expenditure of the upstream petroleum operators as fund for establishment of the host communities trust fund. While the Senate settled for 3%, about $502 million of the upstream oil and gas company operational cost, its counterparts in the House of Representatives initially insisted on the provision of 5%, about $502.8 million. The conference report of both chambers, however, adopted the Senate's resolution of 3%. Both chambers adopted the committee's recommendation of 30% profit of the proposed Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) to be dedicated to crude oil exploration in the frontier basins. Kicking the Apex Sociocultural Group, Pan-Nigeria Delta Forum (Pandef) and the Center for Human Rights and Anti-Corruption Crusade lampooned the president for disregarding the issues raised over a portion of the bill that ceded a paltry 3% to host community development trust funds and 30% of NNPC Limited profit to Frontier Oil Exploration Fund. National Publicity Secretary of Pandef, Ken Robinson, in a statement made available to Nigerian Tribune in Warri, Delta State, described the ascent as callous, repressive, and insensitive to the plight of the Niger Deltans. This PIB falls way short of the expectation of the oil and gas producing communities that bear the brunt of unconscionable industry operations. The ascent by President Buhari simply speaks to the repugnant attitude of disregard, propelled by arrogance, disdain, and contempt, with which issues concerning the Niger Delta region is related, particularly by the present administration. What this act signifies is an unequivocal message to the Niger Delta people that how they feel and what they say do not count at all in the scheme of Nigeria project. That's insensitive, abominable, and therefore unacceptable to the good people of the Niger Delta, the critical economic nexus of the entire Nigerian territory. The Niger Delta people will speak shortly after full consultations on this callous act on the best legal and political response, he disclosed. Speaking in the same vein, Churac's president and chairman board of trustees, Cleric Alaowe, said the unusual speed by President Buhari in assenting to the bill was suspicious and a sign that he was predisposed to doing the bid of a section of the country to the detriment of others. It appears President Buhari is yielding to the desires of a section of the country, especially the core northern supremacists for us in the Niger Delta. The hasty signing into law of that rather repressive act only marked another draconian legal regime where the region is being subjected to the whims and caprices of the inimical petroleum laws. Niger Delta people need 10% equity share. 3% cannot remedy the despolitization of our environment occasioned by the years of unhindered oil exploration, he said. Also, communities in Rivers State under the umbrella of the Coalition of River Oil and Gas Host Community rejected the bill and condemned the signing without first resolving the rift in it or even putting into consideration the outcry of the people from the host communities to law in a press release in Port Harcourt on Monday. CROGHCOM said, "We want to state very clearly that this PIB is just a rubber stamp of what the executive wanted. That's why it's been hurriedly passed and signed just like that." The statement signed by chairman of the coalition, Barituka Laoni, added, "We want our people and indeed the world to know that the major 3% provided for the host community trust fund as signed into law by the president is to be managed by the oil companies. It is like the case of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, where they give with one hand and take with the other hand. We reject this PIB because it does not scratch where it is itching us. This is complete injustice." The People's Democratic Party (PDP) said President Buhari showed his contempt for oil-producing communities by signing the bill into law despite the outcry against it. In a statement issued by Kola Ologbondiyan, its National Publicity Secretary, it noted that the signing of the law, despite widespread public rejection, amounts to endorsement of imposition and further confirms that President Buhari and his All Progressive Congress (APC) have no iota of respect for the people as well as the tenets of democracy as a system and government. So guys, that is it. Thank you so much for staying tuned. You can see there's been a lot of controversy because of the passing of the PIB into law. Well guys, please drop a comment and also give this video a thumbs up. Let's hear what you have to say about this. Thank you for staying tuned. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.